The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
And I think we're going to go like a rocket ship once we get back to business. There's a lot of pent-up energy and demand.
Our economy is surging along. It's surging. It's a rocket ship right now.
There are some places that are hit very hard, and other places have not been hit very hard, frankly. So we're looking at two concepts. We're looking at the concept where you open up sections, and we're also looking at the concept where you open up everything. I think we have a chance to really open big and really open with an up and catch where we were, because we do have tremendous stimulus.
Tremendous stimulus. When are we going to learn? You know, the word stimulus seems like, when you have a pump, you have like a water pump, and you have to get it started. So you put water and pump it to get the main pump working. Pump it, stimulate it. This is not stimulation. What's going on? This is ridiculous. What's going on? They're printing $6 trillion. Matter of fact, some of the numbers they're going to double that. Here we are again. The same thing. We're doing all over again, creating bubble number 4. Every bubble, from the dot-com bubble to the housing bubble to the QE bubble, they're all man-made. They all start with a stimulus, and you have to pay for that stimulus. Just like I said yesterday about the Federal Reserve. People don't even understand the Federal Reserve. People who understood the Federal Reserve, they'd be in the streets screaming to shut it down. Because the Federal Reserve is controlled, remember, by very few people, very, very wealthy people. About 2,800 people. Of the 2,800 people, very wealthy people, there's about 13 that control the Federal Reserve. And they do it for their benefit, and the benefit of the 10th percentile of this country. Everything they do is for their benefit, not for the benefit of Main Street. It's ridiculous. Every time they bail a bank out, or they bail an insurance company out, or they bail out a credit card company, or they bail out an auto loan company, and they go in, they first print the money, and they buy whatever assets they have, put them on their balance sheet, and they don't care what they're worth. They could care less. Go on their balance sheet. In exchange to giving them cash, just like all the banks. When we bailed out the banks, we bailed them out, give them trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. In fact, we gave them so much money, they were taking that money and they're bailing banks. They're starting to bail banks out in Europe, and companies in Europe in 2008. And every time they do that, and they buy somebody's assets in return to give them cash, and the assets can be bonds, the assets could be mortgage-backed security, whatever they buy to give them cash, and they put it on their balance sheet. It kills you and me, because it keeps killing the dollar. The value of the dollar keeps going down and down and down. Your dollar gets worthless. You have no purchasing power. And your wages, no way do your wages go up fast enough. We saw in the last 10 years, health insurance, rent go up about 40, 30 to 40, 50, 60%, keep going up and up and up. And they said, well, we just gave a wage annual increase 3%. What? 3%? Are you nuts? So think of the Federal Reserve as a group of people who make these decisions to become wealthier themselves at the expense of everybody on Main Street. Because they print money out of thin air. They will buy anything, and as soon as they buy it, it's claimed to be an asset for the Federal Reserve. We still have derivatives sitting at the Federal Reserve since 2008. They bought all the derivatives, trillions of dollars of derivatives. That's why your dollar is so weak. That's why your dollar goes nowhere. When you go on vacation, just go to the movies on the weekend. Have dinner, go to the movies, and you go, oh my God, I just went through $150, like nothing. When you should have gone through 50. But why'd you go through 150? It should have been 50. Because every time they bail somebody out, it's for their benefit, for the elitists to get even wealthier. But you and I get poorer. Because when we go to the movies and out to dinner, and it should have cost us $50, it cost us $150. So the middle class is getting screwed because wages haven't been going up in 10 years. They're stagnant. Because every time they bail somebody out, inflation keeps going up. But most people have no idea what the Federal Reserve is. First of all, it's not federal. Second, they don't reserve anything. It's a bunch of gangsters. It's the 1/100th of 1 percentile, which is about, throughout the world, about 13,000. Here in the United States, about 2,800. These are extremely, these people, their income is like, you're talking, $35, $45 million a year. They control everything. And when they do that, remember what happens. It becomes a political organization. They're so powerful that everybody goes on their knees to them. Congress goes on their knees. Congress needs money all the time. Congress spends more money than it takes in. About $147 million a day. So where do they get the money? They go to the Federal Reserve, which is not federal. It's a banking organization of banksters, criminals, gangsters. And for the last 12 years, the reason your wages have not going up and your lifestyle has not improved is because of these bailouts. You had the dot-com bailout, the housing bailout. Now we had the QE bailout, and now we're starting a new bailout, which stuns me because the president, when he was candidate, he did exactly what that's how we got elected. Because the middle class were getting screwed, Main Street was getting screwed, and he got elected because they looked to him because he was saying, look, this is BS. How many times said this bubble is fake? And by the way, this morning I read, they come out this morning, this really got me. This got me so grumpy this morning. The headline was, the current performance of the U.S. equity market has been driven by the coronavirus pandemic. No! The current performance of the U.S. equity market is not being driven by the virus. It's being driven by massive debt. After 12 years of printing and banks going into debt, borrowing money even though it's near zero, corporations going into debt. Remember, all this money was printed by the Federal Reserve, given to the banks to loan to the corporations who have historic debt. The biggest problem right now, they got to keep the banks alive because the corporations can't pay them back. That's what's driving this. It just happened to be this virus occurred at the exact same time, which was a godsend for Trump, so he can blame this on the virus instead of blaming himself, where he changed his business plan. When he came in as president, he was talking like I'm talking. The same thing. But after he got in, he goes, oh, this feels good. Wow, look at this. The market's going up every day because of me. Because of me, the market's going up every day. Wow, I'm going to start taking credit. And he's got idiots like Larry Kudlow sitting there convincing him. Now, here we are. We're going to print another $6 trillion. In 2008, remember, right out of the gate, we only printed $1 trillion. This is insane. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow, but we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative, he's just a grumpy old man? And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded charts. See you on the charts.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Go to my YouTube site. It's free. Go to Phil's Gang YouTube and look up April 5th, my take. Phil's Takes is Phil's Take, April 5th. And I do a whole thing on what happened to this market, how we got here, what's going to happen, and where we're going. And we got a lot of good response on it. So you don't have to be a gang member. It's free. So check it out. But here's what really is unbelievable. Listen to what this guy says.
What makes this different from the housing and tech bubbles?
Well, again, that was major structural imbalance in the system built up over a long period of time. Right. So we didn't really have that today. You know, today this was this black swan event that showed up in record time.
Oh, it was a black swan event. This is different. Are you nuts? It's the exact same thing. What's he talking? He's a liar. This is a black swan event. Well, I don't know how many times he's seen a black swan. He doesn't even understand what a black swan event is. Are you trying to tell me this crash that we're having right now was unpredictable? It was an unpredictable event? Let's see. I predicted this thing on January 16th, 2018. I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today. That Phil Grandy said on this date, January 16th, this is the beginning of the stock market crash. So wait a minute. A swan, black swan, means unpredictable, beyond the norm. Nobody expected the situation. Are you nuts? Everybody expected the situation, but everybody kept buying. Why? Because they kept climbing the wall of worry, and the wall of worry kept getting higher and higher and higher because they could depend on the Federal Reserve, which is not federal. There's no reserves. It's a bunch of gangsters, very wealthy people who run it for their own advantage. And they got rich, very rich, by printing money and going and buying assets. Go buy assets of the banks. So I'm going to buy your, Mr. Banker, I'm going to buy your bonds. I'm going to buy your mortgages. I'm going to buy your real estate, whatever. I'm going to buy it. Now you got cash to keep operating. That's all it is. And how did they get the money to buy their real estate, their bonds, their other assets? How did they get that money to buy it? They printed it. But there's no gold standard. So when they print it, now the money in our wallet, the power of our money is decelerating. So now when we go on vacation, we find out we got to pay much more to go on vacation than we did a year ago or 2 years ago. Everything we do is so much more expensive. Why? Because they keep printing this money, which kills the buying power. Look how much your insurance has gone up. Your health insurance could go up. How much your rent went up. Everything went up because they keep printing money. As I told you, Nixon screwed things up. He wanted to go to Vietnam. He was under a lot of pressure from the defense people. They could make a fortune. They could make a fortune if we just opened a war in Vietnam. They needed to make money. So he got rid of the gold standard. Now he could print all the money and he could print money to fight 10 wars at a time. So the defense industry would get so wealthy, so big, so huge. Boeing, Lockheed Martin, all of them could get huge, huge. At whose expense? Your expense. So when you want to go to college, get your kid in college, and you look at how much it costs to get into college, you say, God, I remember when I went, it was $5,000. It was $8,000. Now it's $35,000. Well, how come if it was $15,000, now it's $35,000? How the hell could that happen? You're saying to yourself. Well, now you know. It's called it's the mob. It's called the Federal Reserve, which is not federal. That's why you got to pay for college that once was $15,000, now $35,000, because they went and they printed money and they bailed, or they went to war, or whatever they did, or they bailed things out. They bail out everybody. Matter of fact, they were printing so much money there in 2008. The power the Federal Reserve has is so incredible. You know what gives them so much power? There's nobody that audits them. They have no audit. Nobody oversees them. Congress kisses their boots because Congress always needs money. Because Congress is spending $187 million a day more than it takes in. They got to get money from the Federal Reserve. They control everything, the Federal Reserve. And they keep the printing machine going. And you wonder why our economy can't grow? 2.9%. Our economy's been 2.9% for 12 years. Oh, but the stock market went up 400%. All you need to know is when to get out of the market. They're going to start another bubble now. This is not the Trump who ran for president. This is not the candidate Trump. He's just like the rest of them now. He's doing the same thing. But this time, you're going to learn how to get out of the market in time. You got screwed with the .com in your 401k. You got screwed with the housing con, financial con. Now you got screwed with the QE con, which I warned you, other people warned you, was coming. And this guy says it's a black swan. What's he, nuts? Black swan. And unpredictable. How could it be unpredictable when 12 years ago they start the printing machine, and what do? They bail out all the insurance companies. They bailed out every bank. Every bank. What did they do for Main Street? Nothing. And then they printed money for corporations, not to buy new equipment, to increase productivity, so you could get your wages increases, for your standard of living to go up, so you could increase savings. You could have a better lifestyle. No, they took the money instead going to you for wage increases. They took the money to buy their own stocks, to reduce the amount of shares they had. So when their earnings came out, and they were terrible, lousy earnings, they didn't have enough to cover the amount of shares they had, they just reduced the amount of shares. And the stock price went up and set it down. They did that for 12 years. This was not predictable? Well, when we get back, I'm going to show you some stocks that I'm going to predict are going to be very successful. They're going to work beautiful in this environment, and you should be part of our gang and help St. Jude. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow. But we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative. He's just a grumpy old man. And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded charts. See you on the charts.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Before I give you some great stock ideas that the gang's doing right now, so you can join the gang free for 10 days, you get my color-coded chart, and you get my membership. And for all of you who say, I've said many, many times, I just wish I could find somebody that gets me out in time. I don't have to do any work. I don't have to do any study. I don't have to do nothing. I just want to be able to make sure I get in a stock and somebody gets me out of the stock. Somebody tells me when to add to my position. I don't have to do a thing. Well, that's here. And you can test it for 10 days and you see if we're full of baloney or not. For 10 days. Because that's exactly the program that I'm selling you. That you don't have to do a thing. We place a video up at 2 o'clock with our portfolio of stocks called the Working Investor Group. You select which one you want. We post a video on that same stock every day. We have Phil's 5 stocks, the same 5 stocks we've had for 4 years. Same 5 stocks that are the most popular stocks with every hedge fund, with every 401k, with every bank, with every insurance company that invests in the market. The same 5 stocks. And we follow the money. And our color-coded chart picks up when they're putting money in, and our color-coded chart picks up when they're taking their money out, and it works. In 10 days, I'll prove it. I want you to listen, and it's free. Free for 10 days. I will challenge you. If you think I'm full of crap with this color-coded chart, I'm challenging you. For 10 days. You get it free, for heaven's sakes. Then all I ask when you start making money, just send a little bit of money to St. Jude. That's all. Listen to this. This is what really gets me grumpy. Remember what this guy just said? What's the difference between the two bubbles?
What makes this different from the housing and tech bubbles?
Well, again, that was major structural imbalance in the system built up over a long period of time, right? So,
wow. There's a difference, he says. The difference now compared to the housing finance bubble was major structural imbalance built in the system over time. Boy, those are fancy words. What the hell's he talking about? Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. Boy, they don't want to hear the truth, do they? Instead, they put him out in front, the fake business news networks, to say, boy, who came up with those fancy words? Remember, like the fancy Homeland Security? I mean, boy, what a name that was. I mean, remember all the government names. What were some of the other government names they came up with? I mean, I always wondered, who the hell comes up with these names, these neat names? I mean, I can't think of them now, but there's a bunch of them. Anyways, so let's talk about these major structural imbalances that make this so different. It's the same thing. It's called quantitative easing. Let's go back to the dot-coms. When the manufacturing was gone, industrial was gone, everything was shipped over to China. We no more had manufacturing. We start coming into the dot-com age. Everybody needed money. Everybody needed money. So we did the same thing. Quantitative easing, which simply means you print money, you give it to the banks. Because remember, everything went upside down. We no longer had an industrial economy. We're switching over to a tech economy. Banks needed money. So what they do? Print money. Go to the bank. I'll buy your assets. Put them on my balance sheet. Now you got cash. Now you can loan money so every sucker could get a .com. And people were buying stocks that just had .com. There was no assets, no value. The guy had the name .com and a phone. That's it. And people went nuts. And the stock market went up. That wasn't no structural imbalance. It was QE. Print money, go to the banks, buy their bonds, buy their whatever, anything they got, mortgage-backed securities, give them cash so they can start loaning people who wanted to get into dot-coms. That blew up. Okay, let's try something different. We'll create another bubble. Let's create the housing bubble. We'll do the same thing. Instead of tech bubble, we'll do it with houses. We'll go again. Let's go to the banks, go to the insurance companies, go to the hedge funds, and we'll buy their assets. And we'll give them cash, and we'll put them on our balance sheet. And then they can start loaning money to housing. They can start loaning low interest rates, give people mortgages who shouldn't even own a house, for God's sakes. That blew up. How'd that work out? Oh, I see. That was an unusual structural imbalance in the system. After that blew up, the major guys, the boys that own and control the Federal Reserve said, let's create a third bubble. Let's see. We use .coms. Then we use the housing. I know what we'll do now. Let's use QE. We'll create a QE bubble. So as the stock market, we'll push the stock market up without profits. What we'll do is print money again. We'll go to the banks again and bail them out again. And we'll go to the insurance companies. We'll go to the hedge funds. And we'll buy all their assets and put them on our balance sheet. And they can start lending money to do whatever the hell they want. That's what they did. So everybody's buying stocks. So all the companies, all the CEOs buying their own stocks, purchasing their own stocks. So there are less of them. So when they didn't have enough earnings, they could take those fewer earnings, spread them over less shares, so that way the stock went up instead of down. So this guy comes out today and he says, oh, this is totally different. It's all the same. Whether it's the dot-com bubble, the housing bubble, and now the QE bubble, it's always the same. The Federal Reserve goes in, prints money, buys all the assets. Just like I said yesterday, they can buy dog poop. They can go out right now and announce, we're going to buy all the dog poop in the United States. And they'll put the dog poop on their balance sheet and they call it an asset. And everybody who had a dog who pooped, now they got money. And now they can go in the economy and buy whatever the deal is. Now we're starting a whole new one. This one's behind us now. Everybody thinks in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, everything's going to be wonderful. Everybody's going back to work. Everything's going to be the same. And every day, the stock market's going to have an all-time new high. Hell, they're fighting every day trying to get to 2,800 on the S&P. 2,800, they're struggling. There's no volume. There's no energy. Nobody wants to. Who the hell wants to buy these stocks? Because these stocks are so overpriced. The stock went from $25 to $225. And then on February 24th, it went from $225 to $185. Now they're going to print $6 trillion this time. But guess what? They're saying, well, we can't. It just looks bad. Come on, guys. We can't have you buying your own shares. We're going to print $6 trillion more, and we're going to destroy Main Street again. We're going to destroy Main Street again. Hell, in 10 years, their health insurance went up, 35, 40%? Their housing went up, 50%? Apartments went up 60%? Hell, we're going to kill them. We're going to keep on printing this money. And that's all they do. They just print, and they go buy assets. So here's what we're doing. On the way down, when the market was crashing, our favorite stocks, Apple, we shorted it. Just as easy as going along. 20%. Gold, GLD was going down 22%. But think about Apple. We shorted it down 20%. We just reversed last week. Now we're up 3% going the other way. GLD, we shorted it when it was crashing, down 22%. We had a 22% gain. Now we switched, went the other way. Now it's up 10%. What's wrong with that? GDX, same thing, went down 27%. Now we're up 12% going the other way. AUI was down 33%. Netflix was down. Now we're going the other way. That's all you got to know. You got to know how to get out. And we're here to do that for you every day. If you just follow the video with a stock that you're following every day, do exactly what we tell you, it will work. You get it free for 10 days. Sign up right now. philsgang.com. I'll be right back. This is nuts.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market. He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market. He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart. Color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market. He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart. Color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Join my gang free. Remember, tonight, just go to my YouTube site, go to Phil's Gang YouTube site, and I have a whole thing there for you. I did it. It's about 12 minutes long. It's free. It's for everybody. You don't have to be a gang member. Explaining how we got here, where we're going, and how we're going to end up. Phil's Take. It's April 5th. It'll say, go to philsgang.com or go to YouTube, Phil's Gang YouTube, and look where it says, and they'll have a group of these called Phil's Take, Phil's Take. Just look at the one dated April 5th. It's beautiful. It tells you everything that's going on. Look, they've done this every time, the Federal Reserve, from the dot-com to the housing con. They just use a different song and dance, a different product. That's all. They keep the same tune. They just change the wording of the song, and people don't get it. They just don't get it. They're going to fall for the next bubble. The only thing you got to do is know when to get out of these bubbles. And you people in 401ks, you can't even get out of the bubble. They don't allow you to get out of the bubble. Here, give you an example. Caterpillar. Caterpillar, when the market was crashing, okay, we're up 26%. But now we're able to turn it around, and now we're buying the stock going the other way. We're up 12%. You don't have to have a lot of stocks. Phil's stocks, I have 5 stocks out of 30. Our group of stocks are 30. And I have what we call a group, Phil's 5 out of our 30. If all you did every day at 2 o'clock, after we post the video, go in and just follow those 5, pick 1 or 2, do exactly what we tell you to do on those videos. Don't do anything different. We'll tell you when to buy. We'll tell you when to sell. We'll tell you when to run like hell. But even better, we'll tell you, okay, we're changing our position. Caterpillar, for example, we shorted it. We had a 26% profit. We turned around, now we're buying it. It's going up 12%. How do we know when to do that? Our color-coded chart follows the money, the flow of money. The big institutions, the biggest banks, the biggest insurance companies. It just follows it. If you think I'm full of crap, you get it for 10 days free. I'll challenge you. It works. What do you got to lose? It's free. You're going to lose more by listening to these jerks, these dopes on these business financial shows that tell you, oh, there's a big difference this time. Yep, big difference. Yep. Sure are. We got last time they had major structural imbalances. Aren't you impressed when you hear that stuff? That's why they say this stuff. They impress you. I mean, how impressive is that? We had major structural imbalances. Yeah, let's listen to it. I'm so impressed I want to listen to it again. Here, where's this major listen, whatever it is? There it is.
What makes this different from the housing and tech bubbles?
Well, again, that was major structural imbalance in the system built up over a long period.
Major structural system built up over a long period of time. Oh, that was so different than now. Really? He just announced $6 trillion. The only difference, you dope, the only difference is the amount of bailouts. We went from $1 trillion in 2008. 12 years later, we're going to $6 trillion. They may even double that to $12 trillion. And when we build this bubble, which we call the Trump bubble, when that one breaks, then we're going to build another bubble. All your job is, and this is sad, all your job is know when to get out. 75% of the people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. Isn't that sad? Who are you going to go to? Your advisors? You don't even have a fiduciary relationship with them.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Our partners, our shareholders, and that's it. So you have your 401k, your life savings in it, and this guy is honest with you, and you're still in them.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
And you're still in them. Why? Oh, they match me. If I put $1 in, I get $1 from them. You don't even care that they're screwing you. You don't even care there's 27 hidden fees. You don't even care that you're lucky you'll make 3 to 4% return. Where if you go and buy the spiders, you'll make 8 to 10%. But no, you don't care. You don't care about making 8 to 10% compared to 3 to 4%. Why? Oh, they match me. They match me. Everybody matches me. It's free money. Do you really think these CEOs who are screwing you every day? All these CEOs all over the country who are screwing you every day with stock buybacks, reducing the amount of shares they have to force the stock that you have in your phone to go up from 25 to 225. You'll never cash out. You'll never catch it because the market will always crash before you get out. And you know that. You think these CEOs of these companies are always looking out for themselves instead of taking that money and putting it in the go to hell. No, go on. Bye. Anyways, you really think that these people, these CEOs are such good guys, they're going to match you? The same guys who are sitting there getting printed money, destroying the money in your wallet, and then they reduce the amount of shares they have. Instead of taking the profits and giving it to business investment, give you new machinery so you can produce more, so that you could make more, so your lifestyle's better. No, they take the money away from you. They're not going to use that money for business investment that's going to give you productivity. It's going to give you higher wages, a better standard of living for your family. No, they don't do that. They're going to take that money away from you and buy more stock. Why? Because the more they can buy their stock, the less shares they have outstanding. They don't have to work. The worse their earnings are, the higher the stock goes. That's why it was a felony. That's why it was a felony until Reagan changed it. This is ridiculous. So we got some stocks right now. Look, I don't care what they do with the stocks. See, one thing about my members, we could care if the stocks go down or the stocks go up. We could care less. We go from one side to the other side with no problem. Seamless. From one side, going long, to now we're going to go short. Go long, to go short. We don't care. We don't care. Because look, just take like, for example, we have some beautiful stocks right now we're getting into. I don't care how long they go up. We know they're going up because they're fake. I mean, stock prices are going up right now, are struggling to get up there. There's no energy, no fuel. But we're going to get out in time before they test the bottom again. Right. So think about it. We shorted Caterpillar at 26%. So we made money with it going down. Now it's going back up. But I know they're going to test the bottom again, but I don't care because all my members will be out in time because we follow the money. Our chart will tell us when to get out. So now we're up 12%. We made 26 on the way down. Now we're up 12%. We know we're going to test the bottom. We know it's not going to hold. You really think this market is just going to go back up? Do you really think things are going to go back to normal? Look what Trump's doing now. He's trying to talk it. And he said now he's thinking that he's going to put everybody back to work in stages now. Wait a minute. 3 days ago, everybody was dying.
There are some places that are hit very hard, and other places have not been hit very hard, frankly. So we're looking at two concepts. We're looking at the concept where you open up sections, and we're also looking at the concept where you open up everything. I think we have a chance to really open big and really.
Oh, now he's got. Before this was a really, really big. This is so big. We've never seen a big virus like this. Really big virus. Now, we're going to really open big. We're going to open everything back up. Everybody's going to go back to the movies. Everybody's going to go back to dining together. Never mind this 6 feet apart. Hell, I went to the stupid Whole Foods the other night, and he says, "Oh, man, you can't come in. You're too old." How old are you? I'm 74. You can't come in. You're too old. You're going to catch the bug, the virus, and die. We're going to have it. What time can I come in? He says, all the old guys like you can come back at 9 in the morning. This is supposed to be America. Wait a minute. You realize they're taking everything from us? And this virus? Think about the fatality rate on this virus. 7 billion people in this world. It's going to be 0.2% are going to die. And they're making me go back at 9 in the morning. I can't get my chocolate milk. I was so angry. I went down at 8 o'clock at night to get chocolate milk. I was hunkering for chocolate. I wanted chocolate milk. They wouldn't let me in. Hey, old man, you can't come in. So the government now is controlling my chocolate milk. When I want chocolate milk, I want to get chocolate milk. It's right across the street from me. That's why I moved downtown. So I get chocolate milk whenever I want. I don't have to use my car. Now the government says, I can't have chocolate milk. Then when I go in there, I get scared to death. Everybody's got a mask on. I don't know if I'm supposed to put my hands up and take my wallet out and give it to everybody. I'm being robbed. Jeez. It's unbelievable. Stupid. Join the gang, free for 10 days. And I promise you, you will get out in time. You'll get out in time. Try it. It's free for 10 days, for heaven's sakes. Hey, we'll see you on the chart. I gotta go get some chocolate milk before this old man gets shut out of another store.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.